this is AL Automotive Reviews. Um, the new Nissan Z is coming, and this is the closest have we seen it in the flesh. And as you can see, the Nissan Z car is no joke. Now you can trace the Nissan 370Z roots all the way back to the iconic Datsun 240Z. That sports car is credited for spawning the entire Z family. Eventually the 240Z evolved into the 260Z, and later in life the 280Z and the 280ZX, before the company ditched the Datsun name and placed a Nissan brand, the 300ZX, and the 350Z sports car. Naturally, the next evolution of the nameplate, as a few reports has indicated in top journalist magazines, it is now the 400Z. And look at it, look at this design, look at its shape, look at the way it is, look at the back end and how it's tapered off, and just look at that, and look at the round headlights, and look at that front scoop. Ladies and gentlemen, the closest thing I can think of is this. This is what we're seeing. So I'd like to introduce to you the new 400Z without these fins, but real mirrors. Reports say that the 400Z will borrow the Infiniti QX60 twin turbocharged 3.0 liter V6. Currently that engine produces up to 400 horsepower, equivalent to 298 kilowatts, and 350 pound-feet, now 472 newton meters. Now in the Red Sport 400 model, it could produce the same amount of power in the 400Z. But there's conflicting news. Some say that the base 400Z will have 400 horsepower, while the Nismo model is going to produce 480 horsepower, which is equivalent to 358 kilowatts of power. But other reports say that the Nismo model will be the one with the 400 ponies, and the base model is going to produce less than that. At any rate, the two-door Nissan should get the same 7-speed automatic as the Infiniti counterparts, with the 6-speed manual still possible. We don't know yet, but if you love manuals, then keep your dreams alive. But don't expect an all-wheel drive. Nissan more than likely will not adopt an all-wheel drive system, and instead keep the 400Z purely wheel-wheel drive. Nissan has only given a hint as to 400Z final shape, and this is his hint, folks, which you can see in this image. Now we love to see something similar to this concept. The company has hinted to the retro styling or look comparable to the rendering. Even some of the concepts that you see here provide a good design direction, but more than likely Nissan was going to take an evolutionary approach in designing the 400Z, building on the base of the current 370Z and using current familiar cues like the V-motion grille and the floating roof. But don't expect the 370 dated interior to carry over. And that's not going to be the one that carries over to this 400Z. Now, the 400Z should also get a brand new badges. Trademarks filing uh, shows it. So both of those are the emblem should make their way to the new Nissan sports car. And the question is, and the question that everybody's wondering, how much is the current Nissan the new 400Z is going to cost? Now just remember the 370Z was 30,090 to start, and the 50th anniversary edition started at 36,420, and the high power Nismo model was $45,590. Now you can see it hitting someplace in that ballpark. But given the new twin turbocharged engine and the fully revised styling, both inside and out, the 400Z could see a price tag over its predecessors. Report says that the 400Z could cost as much as $40,000, and the base Nismo model exceeding $50,000. The earliest we could possibly see the 2021 400Z is the end of this year. But given the current condition of the Nissan, the company is trying to cut $2.8 billion in spending. And the pandemic slowing down the entirety of the industry, we can't expect to see a car until 2021. So we'll see. We'll see what's out there. But judging from this peak, this is definitely the fair lady that we see, the rendering that we see. That's what it definitely looks like from a lot of angles. So there's a lot to say about this. Now, the Nissan 370Z, was ancient. The Z car launched. Remember, the launch way back in 2009, and it's received frequent updates, and the rumors are all going in this direction. And what we see here is the fair lady rendering. Now the Z car in its shuttle teaser is showing its silhouette. Still, like I said earlier, Nissan hasn't confirmed what the new Z car will be called, but we're all aiming toward the 400Z, and it seems like the world is aiming in that way. And the styling appears, and it still appears to be an evolution of the 370 sport car with the long hood, as you can see here, which means that's going to be a big engine, and more than likely a twin turbo V6. A short rear deck, which is classic of the Z car proportions, and you can see that. And it's really sculpted in this particular picture. And you can just see the line here, and the line here, and the line here. This is definitely going to be a car to be reckoned with. A much longer hood than a 370Z, and the headlights, as you see, have been completely redesigned. Again, they're inspired by the 240Z round headlights, and as you can see it here, they're inspired by these round headlights. Actually, I think that this is the same thing. Now, you may not think so, but if you look at this, and you had to look at it from an angle like that, and if you moved it, if you had it go straight, this is what you would see. Let's go back to look at that line. If you had to see it, this would be not there. And because it joins into here, and but this right here, but there's a, it shows a break right here. So but if you were looking at a angle like that angle, you wouldn't see this. You would only see, it would appear, because of this, it would appear to be a line here. You can think, as we go through those angles, this is not the angle. I mean, that angle we don't see, but this angle we do see. So if this light was lit up here, you would see it like this. But you definitely see this back in right here, and this tapered off piece right here. You definitely see that, without a doubt. This is what you see. It matches this to the tilt, and it almost appears as though they probably put a line over it. This is the same car, folks. This, I have to say without a doubt that this is what we're looking at. This is the next 400Z right here, without a doubt. I just wanted to point this out. This is A Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching, and this is the next 400Z.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.